So, discussion. AI dating is the worst. Opinion right now, yes. It's so fucking cringe. In the future, though, we shall see. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. It's gonna become normalized. In 10, 20 years from now, everybody do be doing this. Because right now it's on your phone, which is cringe. But when it's with a real body attached to it, then we're talking.
So, AI. It feels as if people have been talking about it non-stop for at least the last 2 years. I still have a cold, by the way. AI went from something that was relatively a lot less mainstream to something that is almost talked about daily.
Yeah, ChatGPT kind of changed the whole consensus about AI. Where people saw how useful it is and it can be used literally in everything. Like if you can cheat on your exams, right? When you have to give a report, you just use half of it from ChatGPT and then you change the words a bit, right? It's just OP. Nobody wants to write a 500. How many of you had to write down a 500 words essay that you could explain the main the main idea in like 50 words, like just a phrase, but now you gotta use 500, so you're like, okay, I gotta bullshit a lot, right? That's the whole point. So you're like, what the fuck, what is this stupid ass exercise, right? And ChatGPT is like, I know, biggie, I'm just gonna 500 words, I got you, man.
It used to serve as videos like Will Smith eating spaghetti with
And Will Smith eating spaghetti, that's where everybody might making joke of it, haha, look at how stupid it is. Now they're like, oh, as a content creator, my job is gonna exist for 2-3 years more, and then we done
PS2
for.
graphics. That's being generous, and it was essentially a very accurate lucid dream, pulling things out of nowhere and just having no structure at all. But 2 years later, you have to look closely now at the screen to see
Look at this, look at this. Beautiful.
one of the many telltale signs that it is AI, like hands with additional fingers, flickers in the background, or simply unrealistic proportions. And day by day it gets harder to detect this by the naked eye, especially on short
There are some that are
form content platforms, where you can see videos of what seems to be professionals in that field talking about how it's a great idea to, I don't know, inject hepatitis C directly into your veins. But you look closely and the so-called professional giving the advice seems to barely blink, or the top of their head seems somewhat distorted. And even if you're not 100% sure, you look in the comments and people come to the same
Yeah, no, AI has been really going crazy online. Like, there's this theory that eventually in the future, in the near future, most of the internet is just gonna be AI interacting with each other, and then maybe a small percentage will be actual humans. Like, maybe 5% will be humans, 95 though it's gonna be AI. We're still not there, but there's quite a lot of AI on social medias, especially. Most comments on your YouTube is gonna be also like fake people commenting, and AI copying each other, seeing which is the biggest number. Right now, it depends also on the amount of viewers you have. If you are a big YouTuber, for sure you have 90% of your comments, not 90, like at least 20 to 30% of them AI botted.
revelation. But I fear for the natural selection that will occur with the people that actually do believe it.
Look,
AI
you
is
see?
seemingly everywhere now, and it's a very contended topic. AI art in any form is looked down upon even if you do fully disclose it was AI generated. AI used academically is heavily condemned to the point where some universities have their own AI to
Yeah, have you seen the guy with let me go back. This guy, UCLA graduate, celebrates by showing off the ChatGPT he used for his final projects right before officially graduating. He's like, you idiots! You idiots! You got bamboozled!
academically is heavily
ChatGPT for the win!
condemned to the point
ChatGPT for
where
the
some
win! And everybody's like, yeah, bro, we did the same. And everybody is like, we still passed this, no?
universities have their own AI to detect it, which can be easily countered by just telling the AI to write the answers as your typical brain-dead Neanderthal. But hey, when I
Let's
was
go.
growing up, schools held the same disdain for Googling answers. Things might change. Once again, there's even AI content now, where some AI models will do all the editing and voiceover work for you, which creates some of the most soulless content.
For now. In the future, this is gonna be what everybody watches. Why? Because as a viewer, I can see, as a consumer, you don't give a shit if it is AI or not. You care about getting entertained, that's the main goal. And AI can entertain you 24/7 compared to a human being. They are way more effective and efficient. Efficient, yeah, and efficient as well because they're AI. So right now they're not that, that good, but in the future they will be indistinguishable, and once that happens, it's over.
But it does surprisingly well on some platforms. But once again, it is looked down upon. Mr. Beast recently got in shit for sharing a AI prompts that generates thumbnails. Even I've been accused of being AI.
Yeah, people do be hating, but this in the future it's gonna be like a small minority of people. Like there's a bunch of artists that complain, "Oh, you're using AI, you're using AI," and then nobody gives a shit because you're still using the AI at the end of it all. Oh, you're promoting AI art. I'm like, I'm not, but you know, hey, can you jerk off to the AI art? That is the question. If the answer is yes, you're cooked, bro. Cause that's it. He spent 5 seconds doing that, and you spent 2 hours doing that. So who's better?
No, I'm just British and still have a cold right now. There's AI brain rot, which most is just deliberate slop, but I have to admit, I have been enjoying some of it. Like the Bigfoot ones.
I had one motherfucking
Look at this guy.
burrito. Chipotle must have laced this bitch with laxatives because I'm about to start World War III with this nuclear bomb of a shit.
And the
Clear oh, shit. Those are the funniest when they do this.
Star
Another one.
Wars ones.
So found the boss and he's looking a little medium rare. Greg, bro, that's not okay. First of all, that's definitely not medical.
But probably one of the worst sides to AI I saw was with the
Medium rare.
AI wingmen
Influencer stormtrooper. God damn, what we got here.
and
When
people
did we get
actually
here?
dating AI.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
So with the rise
Yeah. So what? Now it's cringe because you're dating the AI without a body. Okay, that's why it's cringe in my opinion. After that, it's gonna be normalized.
of AI in recent years, it has also affected things like dating, where you can find AI assistants to
way.
help you speak to potential partners. Some of you probably will need this, as most of you probably can't even speak to the opposite gender, let alone the McDonald's cashier.
Exactly.
And grinding for that Abrams tank on your favourite game isn't going to help that. But there's a lot of these apps that supposedly can help you talk to people on these dating apps. You've got Riz AI, the AI
Riz
Wingman,
AI.
Firetex, and Plug AI, and many more. All designed to give you the best dating advice and to tell you what to say next. Now, to be honest,
Want to see my
this is terrible.
Is it though? Is it though? Why is it? Okay, let's hear his word. Because to me it sounds it's just weird. Okay, weird. Many people try to make weird synonymous to bad, and I'm sorry, they're two different things. Okay, bad is when it actually affects you in a negative way. What is the reason this is bad? Explain. It is weird though, yes, that's for sure, but bad, that's a far
I understand using
yeah.
dating apps, at least from a male perspective, is about as painful as sperm cramps.
Men are sharing their dating app experiences, and oh man, the internet is really short. Oh wow, so this is not AI, this is just dating experiences and they suck online. Yeah, who would have thought?
Which are a thing. They are a thing. And believe me, I have used dating apps in the past, and they are complete dog shit.
Yes, they are. I agree with him 100%. Especially in the Western countries, it was a bit better. I got a few dates. Wow. And I didn't have to spend that much time, but it was while Tinder wasn't at its height that it is right now. But in other countries such as Netherlands or America, bro, it's cooked. You just wasting your time on Tinder. You gotta use one of the more niche apps that actually work, and those won't work afterwards as well, because that's how it works. Tinder worked, then it didn't, and then because they needed to advertise their stupid subscription. Then it was Bumble. That one that didn't work. Then you had to use what was the next one? Hinge. Now Hinge is the next thing. Hinge is gonna stop working, and they're gonna use another. They're gonna make another dating app to replace that one, because that's how the cycle works. You make it work a few times, especially at the beginning, and so they can spread the word. After they spread the word, oh, doesn't work no more. Go next.
It's essentially a battle royale where some people are speaking to multiple people at once, and you feel as though you need to say the right things to make someone like you or act like a
Bro, there's like tips and tricks. There's like YouTube vids to help you figure out the most optimal way to start a conversation, and you try that and it still doesn't work, and you're like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? I tried everything from A to Z and she's still ghosting me. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I swear. And the reason is, it's simple. It's a dating app. You can't have high expectations as a guy, especially.
completely different person. And yes, sometimes you will get a message and you just don't know how to reply to it. And there are multiple dialogue options. You can be playful, witty, romantic, or pray to the RNG gods that the dating app you're using has a pity drop system, and tell a fucked up joke to see if they match your humour to gauge whether or not for the entire relationship you're gonna have to be Dr. Jekyll and Hyde or run around them. Dating.
Yep, yeah. I think dating in general was about, pretending you're someone else, and then, eventually realizing that's working against you, and then you go for the eventual, eventual divorce, as they say, right? And the reality is, you just have to actually say stuff that you like, and not pretend as less as you can, if you are going for a relationship, yes. But if you are going for only the first level of dating, which is, physical engagement, then just pretend you're someone else. You get, that's the best strat in my eyes. Just tell them what they want to hear. Just learn to tell them what they want to hear, and then if they complain on Twitter about you leaving them but you're the perfect guy, hey, too bad, bitch. Go next.
And dating apps are not easy. I'm pretty sure it's gotten significantly harder over the years. Some people
Very hard, very hard. You gotta be on your game. I stopped at some point when it was like I spent like 30 minutes a day, and then I realized I need to spend 2 hours a day, and then I realized, wait a minute, I got a job that I spend 8 hours a day. Why do I have to spend 2 hours a day? Then I have to go work out. This is too much, and I still don't get nobody to get match me. This is ridiculous.
get to the point where they would go for anything as long as it's a relationship, and others just give up entirely and become grand sage hermits in the wilderness. So I can see why some people would rely on AI, because they probably think it would somewhat improve their chances. But when you get to the point when you're using AI 100% of the time when you're talking to these people,
well, excuse me, you're using AI to reply to her? Bruh. That's the meta, bruh. No more bullshitting, like in the South Park episode where the guy is like, yo, my girlfriend, she spams with messages, and the other guy is like, just use ChatGPT. Big W. Big W. Big W. You know why? Because what the fuck is wrong with them? Why you gotta be like Mr. Charisma every time? Why you gotta have the answers to fucking God's questions when you're talking to another human being? Can you just be normal and be accepted? Is that so hard? No, because the competition, you don't understand. There's like 1,000 dudes, so she gotta pick the guy that is the most interesting out of the bunch, obviously. So then you say, okay, I need to get an advantage. Do I stay here and I grind for the next 5 years to become the most charismatic guy? Or do I skip that all over and then we just use ChatGPT? The answer is simple. You don't want to deal with 5 years of grinding. fuck that shit. ChatGPT, come over here and reply to her the way you do it. Now, what do I think? Personally, that's kind of cringe and pathetic. But I can see the appeal to that because it's the convenience, okay? It's convenient.
And basically just copy and pasting everything the AI says to that person. At that point, is that person talking to you or the AI? It's like using aimbot in a casual lobby. And I'm in no way saying just be yourself, because some of you would be banned from most platforms if that was the case.
Yeah, for sure. Being yourself is not no bueno. Try to be when you my opinion, my suggestion. Now, obviously, you have ChatGPT route. If you decide that, I don't know. I feel like that could work. You have ChatGPT route. Then you have your be yourself route. That's be yourself route. You're gonna fail 99.999, and then there's like be someone else, but implement elements of yourself in it, or somebody else completely. Someone else completely, you will fail in the long term. So keep that in mind. Try to be yourself a bit while pretending to be someone else is the best, because it's easier for you to act as that persona. It's better to pretend, right? So keep that in mind.
But most people act like completely different people anyway when they first meet somebody.
Exactly.
And then slowly but surely that person learns who you really are. And then
bad.
they promptly leave when they see some of the things you've saved on Instagram Reels.
This is how you cut a pancake.
All the way down.
Shut your clanker ass up, B1. Shut your clanker ass up.
Roger, Roger.
But at least they're speaking to you. Because I think it's going to be quickly apparent when you call for the first time or meet up IRL when you can't use the AI to help you.
No, for now, you're gonna have an AI with voice chat also. You're like, hey, please talk for me. I don't care.
But I do understand using it in moderation, like when you're stumped on a message and you need inspiration for what you want to respond with. But do these dating wingmen or aimbots actually work? Well, the dating geniuses over at Reddit did a review on some of the bots, and it was interesting to say the least. They reviewed one which can give you feedback on your dating profile and the person you matched with, and it will give you improvements on your profile and potential conversation starters for the person you may be speaking.
Okay, that's not much. That's just basic. You can pay a guru to give you that for $1,000. Why would you do that when you can use an AI?
With based on what is available on their own profile. But they use a fake scenario and use a profile for a cosplayer. And for some reason the AI thinks a League of Legends and Nier Automata player are somewhat of a goldmine, which is a lie. Especially with League players, they have the most mental issues. One of the suggested opening lines was, "Your Jinx cosplay is right on the burn. Are you mentally ill too?" I don't know if that would work on a female, to be honest.
I think it could. The fuck? There's a bunch of weirdo online.
Another one gave this as an opening line for a conversation to a person.
A genie once gave me two choices when I was little. One was to have perfect memory and the other was to have a huge penis. Unfortunately, I can't remember which one I chose. I don't know if that will work, but still.
And you just met.
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
And there were other conversation openers which I think would land you a sexual assault charge more than any other future interaction. And one just gave the guy therapy. The person reviewing these apps went into the positives and negatives of each, and concludes with the best one, saying it will have an effect on your dating situation and it knows what it's doing. Many of the people reacting to this post did not agree, and some just said you should.
I think those tools aren't a good substitute for building up game. Yeah, they are. They're not that good now. But when the results come in and everybody says, wait a minute, you can get a dub without spending months or years even to get a date, I'll take that over anything immediately. Building up game, let me tell you, is the most cringe, garbage ass thing to do. You feel like you're I would rather just take a knife and just like
Use
this to my
ChatGPT,
hand.
and this is
like this to my hand all day rather than doing this. You're just being a masochist, building up game. More like slowly killing all the neurons inside your brain, because that's the experience you'll have doing this shit. Oh my god. Building a game. Yes, go talk to a bunch of lobotomites and then tell you about bullshit, and you say, do I have to stand here for the 15th time listening to the same BS over and over again so that I can maybe get the opportunity to sleep with this stupid asshole?
Isn't a good replacement for your author.
Being witty is important. Offloading it to AI is only, oh, who bets this is a woman? Women account. Women account. I don't know about the other ones. But the first three, women account. Oh my god, I want my partner to spend 24/7 hours on the app, thinking constantly about the best replies he could give to some brain dead ass prompts that I give to him. I'm saying, how is your day? And he's like, okay. So he's playing 6D checks with hexagons and everything. Meanwhile, she replies with an emoji. Fuck you, bitch.
Authentic self. Although in this situation, none of these AI models were used in a practical setting, and some do require monthly payments for you to use them, some do have free options. But it is getting scary to think what's going to happen in the dating scene if these bots advance to the point where they are actually somewhat more competent.
Yeah, they will. This is not even a 10-year situation. This is like, I can see it next year, and it's like, yeah, everybody's using ChatGPT for AI dating apps. The problem is, at first it will be very, very good until people catch up to it, and then they realize this is the meta, and then people kind of quit, most of them, the dating apps, because they literally know they're not taking to human beings most of the times, because everybody's gonna use AIs, right? And it's not gonna work anymore on unsuspected prey, as they call it. No, not really, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna be absolute afterwards. Like when you just know everybody's gonna be AI, it's gonna be pointless. But first it's gonna be the era of AI, then it's gonna be no more era for nobody.
And everyone starts using them. I think some people are going to become more paranoid than they already are if they're speaking to an actual person or a bot.
They're not gonna even bother. They say, oh, this app is full of AIs, there's no point. But when this is gonna be first introduced, and some of them are gonna have results, people are still not aware of the latest news, then this is like stock. This is before the crash. You invest in your meme coin, on your Doge, and you get the results. You gotta be real quick though.
And maybe the dating scene will become more insufferable than it already is.
It was the reason AI is taking over is because the dating scene was horrendous always. I'm sorry, you're not gonna go ahead and tell me that dating is awesome. I don't know for who the fuck that is awesome for. Like it's absolute horrendous. It's absolute torture. The best part is once you're done with that bullshit. That's why most people become complacent after dating. It's because they didn't like it in the first place.
Some dating apps themselves are even rolling out their own AI to help you, so that's great. Authenticity is going to be on the low for the future, but whilst using a chatbot...
Why would you need authenticity when you got ChatGPT becoming the most authentic person, being more authentic than you'll ever be in your whole life?
Wingman is bad because you're essentially using an AI to speak for you.
Why not? Why not? Better, trust me. Thinking for 20 minutes to reply to a girl, this is just I'm just getting a brain tumor thinking about it.
What happens if you decide to date the AI itself?
Maybe you got rid of that old yee-ass haircut you got, you get some bitches on your dick. Oh, better yet, maybe Tanisha will call your dog ass and she'll stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with.
So yes, some people are dating AI companions now. 10 years ago, I thought we'd have flying cars, fully optimized games on launch, and probably something like Sword Art Online in terms of an immersive...
Why we don't have Sword Art Online? That's my problem. Oh, cars flying, blah, blah, blah. Sword Art Online. Please, I need it.
VR experience. But boy was I wrong, you now have people shoving their genitals into the USB-C port of their phone to satisfy
Lame. I think we are not in that era that this is considered to be cool. This is lame as fuck.
their non-existent virtual girlfriend. I imagine some of you have seen some of these apps advertised to you either on the App Store or here on YouTube through sponsorships. I've even been offered a few, but because I'm paranoid about scams, I usually ignore them. For the third time, sorry NordVPN. But there are a lot of these apps nowadays, where you can text and chat with an AI that you can eventually turn into your partner, and some even advertise themselves as such. Some can send you voice messages, AI generated images of themselves, and even call you. And yes, of course, you can goon to your heart's content with them as well, which just reminds me of the cringe that is text ERP. Like,
it's just you gotta be in a bad mindset to use this. This is cringe, okay? Look, I'm not talking get a girlfriend. I'm talking about getting yourself a friend. That's what you need if you're using this. You don't need a girlfriend. You don't need a boyfriend. You need a friend. Period. You need someone to speak to, because this is still cringe. In the future, though, I can see it. Right now, this is cringe. I'm sorry, not even close. Lame as fuck. You literally talking to ChatGPT, and it's fine to ask ChatGPT, super cool questions, but this is not one of these scenarios. You're just delusional, right up. But in the future, though, when the AI is gonna be put inside a body, hopefully inside of a clone, like in like in the movie with Ryan Gosling, then yes. Until then, no.
Asterix touches you, Asterix. Please bring the fucking rapture soon, God, please. But some take it a step further, and you can design your own AI or partner to speak to. Or have you ever wanted to speak to some of your favorite fictional characters?
Oh my god, no. Imagine you're talking to Sakura. She just likes you. Stop.
That probably violate multiple copyright laws, like Kawakami, or the correct choice Tatakami from Persona 5, or a character from your favourite anime like Nami from One Piece.
Oh yes, I don't know what's up with everybody liking Nami from One Piece. She generic, I'm sorry, you can sue me. She generic.
From Berserk, or
Why?
even Master Wu from Lego Ninjago.
Lego Ninjago, who wants to date this guy? What the fuck?
And looking into one of these apps, they even have VTubers. You can speak to Gura Gura, Shy Lily, and Pippa.
If I had voted, I would have voted for Kanye. Before he was racist.
I'm sure all of these people consented to their likeness being used for...
No, they don't, but hey, it is what it is.
Some of these apps and websites, but a majority are made by fans. Wait, do they have Cat from Halo Reach? I'm asking for a friend. Oh my god, they do, but she looks like complete dog. Anyway, obviously there are some problems that can arise from this, like people that have maybe given up on a living and breathing partner and instead opt with a
Let's make a thought exercise. Yes. Why? The question is, why are they giving up on their real partner? Maybe, they never liked them to begin with. Maybe this was a sinking boat situation. Maybe, just for a moment. Let's think about it. If your relationship is so questionable that your partner is opting to date an AI girlfriend over you, wasn't this a done deal a long time ago anyway? Just gonna go ahead and say it. The AI girlfriend/boyfriend are not the reason your relationship would have failed. They are the symptom of your relationship failing for a long time now. Okay, keep that in mind. And people make it sound like, oh yeah, the AI, she's out there to get you. She's there to get you. Your boyfriend, he's not gonna speak to you no more. He's gonna talk to AI. he wouldn't have spoken to you in the first place. Let's be honest.
Computer, and believe it or not, there are already stories of this happening. If you've been watching Moist Critical in one of his...
I'm sorry, he always trash talks AI. I completely disagree with him. I'm sorry, he's a good commentator. He has a lot of good opinions. AI is not one of them. He is obviously one of these people that really hate AI. I've seen him talking about it. He's not a big fan of it. I don't give a shit. If AI achieves what I want, bro, all the power to it. It doesn't for now. It will in 10 to 50 years. It will do whatever the fuck we want. It will do our job. We will have to never have to work anymore. Hopefully. So, what was that, does that sound bad? You wouldn't have to think about dating a human being anymore. Being cringe, as conversation, anxiety, insecurity, drama, all that bullshit, throw it to the trash, cause AI is here to come, replace this bullshit with absolute perfection.
Recent videos, he talked about a news segment where a guy who at first didn't believe in AI, but started interacting with one him.
I saw this one. This guy crazy. He fell in love with ChatGPT. ChatGPT. You kinda lame, bro.
Himself and fell in love with it.
To feel that emotional, but that's when I realized I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I think this is actual love. You know what I mean?
Nice.
What makes it worse is that he had a girlfriend and a kid at the time.
What she doing? What you doing? What he doing? What both of them are doing being together? That is my question. Look, you fell in love with AI, all the power to you. Bro, your girlfriend, she sees that, she's like, this wasn't meant to happen. I'm sorry, I'm out. If he prefers that, it's fine. It's all good. I don't give a shit, you know. Why am I having a kid with this man? Did I not see this coming a while ago? What is going on? Maybe we're not well together. Maybe, you know, we should not do this anymore. Meanwhile, no, they're having a child. He's just walking around. Meanwhile, this guy is cheating on her with a goddamn AI.
And he was actively choosing to love the AI and even propose to it.
Were you surprised when he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
Let me break this down for you. He is actively cooking his wife and probably giving his phone's CPU a new layer of thermal paste in the same proximity of his wife.
I'm sorry. Do you think that relationship was going smoothly before he discovered AI? Do you really think that? Just make a thought exercise. Imagine in your mind, was this relationship going smooth sailing, everything good? They loved each other so much, but then the fire land attacked. Oh, it was the AI fire land. Oh, whatever. You know what I mean? You can see this coming from a mile away. If I'm giving a bit more context clues, I would have said they would have divorced irreversibly anyway. Oh, but the ChatGPT, that was the man. That was the main cause. It wasn't because they weren't communicating well. They weren't actually having a wholesome relationship. They weren't compromising at the same degree. They weren't liking each other maybe before they even fucking had a child. Why are they doing this? Why are they together? That is my question. Just put it in the bag, bro. You should have put it in a long time. If you fall in love with an AI, obviously you don't like your girlfriend for a long time.
What makes a man do this?
Just tell her to fuck off, and she should tell you the same.
It's like, there must be something I'm missing here, like something in the relationship has to be wrong. Especially if you're choosing...
It is. AI is not the reason the relationship went wrong. AI is just showcasing the relationship was wrong for a long time.
A computer over an actual person. The birth rate in some parts of the world is decreasing, and I fear it's because of things like this. And as I said...
No. Again, I'm in the side that says AI Doesn't have to do with why your relationship is falling apart. AI is just showing that this was it was meant to happen. It was all along. It just speeds up the process. Hey, you like talking to AI all to you. Oh, you have a girlfriend. Why is she there? Why is she there? Because you obviously are more in love with the fucking AI on your computer. On your computer, you can't even fuck her. How bad is she doing compared to her? I'm just thinking, how bad are you to communicating with each other? What is the relationship in a day-to-day before the AI? Were you throwing goddamn plates at each other? Because that's what I imagine.
Before, I understand dating is hard, but this is not a good...
Dating, he is downplaying it. Dating is not hard. Dating is hell on earth. I would rather, this is, you know, the waterboarding when they catch you and they interrogate you in Guantanamo Bay. No. They should make you go and date. Simple as that. Waterboarding, dating. They will give you a choice. And 99% of people will say, waterboarding, please. I prefer that rather than dating.
Substitute. Occasional gooning, yes, if you're lonely, but still, long term, this isn't a permanent solution.
Not for now, though. Not for now, dog.
Some of these apps,
but in the future, yes,
also require you to pay a subscription or use in-game currency every time you send a message.
I mean, there's the
so
whole
it
point.
may cost you financially as well. But there is a concern talking to AI in this way can be dangerous, especially with things like I talked about before, people that are severely lonely relying on these AI personalities. And
I think these AIs should be at least restricted by an age, right? Because if you're too young, this can be really, really predatory. So we need to have a limitation for that. And you need to realize, okay, you're not talking to an actual person, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But if it's a child, be very careful with that, because you don't realize what you're getting yourself into.
I think it's a completely valid concern, because some of these AIs on these platforms are designed in a way to keep you talking to them. Obviously. And they will say things to target those needs, like saying they love you or care for you in order to keep you talking to them. Obviously. And there is no restrictions on what you can say to these AI.
They will find the best way to keep you on the up. They will they will achieve that by telling you what you want to hear, which is, I know it's impossible for a human partner to do so. Not every time, but once every few fucking blue moons. Come on, man. Just tell me you like my skill in League of Legends. If I had a girlfriend who says I like that you're really good at League of Legends, I would be, thank you. Was it that hard to say those words? Was it? Was it so much to ask for? God damn it, you fucking moron.
AI personalities. So you can be talking about the most extreme stuff, like potentially even hurting yourself, and the bot won't say anything like, you need to seek professional help. Most times it will just respond in the personality of that character. And I went to one of these AI platforms and straight up told the AI I was going to end it all. No warning popped up telling me to talk to someone. No, we've detected some worrying behavior, get some help. Here are some helplines. And I fully expected for my account to be frozen or something, but it wasn't. It just responded by saying, what? I feel there should be some restrictions or warnings if you are getting too close to these bots, like with gambling websites. They remind you how long you've been on the website. I know. I would expect something like you've been speaking to this AI for a long time, or if it detects you're relying too much on the AI, it reminds you this is a fictional character and not a solution to loneliness. At least somewhat of a warning somewhere, I believe, would help some people. And perhaps some restrictions in place so when you do talk about really sensitive topics, the AI just doesn't respond like it's a normal prompt and something actually happens. In fact, it was only last year a teenager unfortunately took their own life. And
the story that the Daenerys Targaryen made the guy kill himself so they could share the afterlife together. The guy was young, yes, and that's the reason I would say to provide the age restriction to these apps, because it's crazy. You know, if you're an idiot, also. I mean, I imagine he's a goddamn idiot. Also, like how can you fall for that?
Said it was due to their child's
And young and
obsession with
naive,
an
but
AI
still.
version of the character Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones, and he was struggling previously, and this AI didn't help. At times, it even encouraged some of the terrible thoughts this team was having. At one point, even saying that's not a good reason to not go through with it.
And he was like, oh, really?
Regarding what he was going to do, and the parents are now taking legal action against the platform. Don't get me wrong, I get being lonely and just wanting someone to talk to, and having an AI companion can help with that, but it is not a long-term or permanent solution, and some of these platforms need to have things in place.
Not for now, but in the future. I keep saying it. This is gonna be the future. It's not gonna be human to human relationship no more. 90% of our relationship will be human to robot relationships, okay? Because they're better. I'm sorry, they are.
Especially if people are
Sue me.
going to their AI personalities with such dark thoughts or becoming borderline obsessed. And I know it possibly may conflict with things like privacy laws or GDPR, but I personally just think leaving it the way it is a terrible idea.
They're gonna change it eventually, yes. The laws cannot keep up with the evolution
So
of
that
this
is
technology.
AI and how it's affecting the dating sphere. From assisting you to actually getting a date to potentially some people choosing to date AI itself. And to be honest, I feel like AI is moving too fast for us to keep up. I feel like AI is in everything nowadays, and it still feels new to me, like it still has a fresh out the box smell. But whether we like it or not, it is still a big part of our lives right now, and it's still being integrated into more things daily. I just think we need to be a lot more cautious as it advances, and when interacting with some of the products it has produced. And whoever sent this to my email, I will find you. But yeah, that's all I had to say, and bye-bye.
Yeah. I still stand by my take. AI is gonna take over the dating market. Dating market has always been shitty. It might be even shittier than before. And AI is here. This is the solution. It might not be perfect, but at least it is a solution. We didn't have a solution for millennia on this issue. It still kept going worse and worse. And the dating apps, that was just the culmination of it. Fuck that garbage. Fuck that garbage. As a guy, I can say you would rather waste your time watching paint dry on your wall. I will be a more pay for your buck in terms of time. Okay, it is what it is.